This is Brian Casmar and Tamara Eason's rebuttal on why appearances do affect leadership effectiveness. In Group A's presentation, they stated you can't judge a person on appearance alone.
Some research suggests we form accurate first impressions within 100 milliseconds based on nonverbal cues. Negative first impressions can deliver unfavorable biases that may take upward of 6 months of close contact to reverse, according to Scott Anders in 2015. In reality, a first impression is based on many aspects of one's appearance: their clothing, what the style is, if it's in good condition, if it's wrinkly, your hair and makeup, if you're a woman, if you're speaking extremely loudly or using slang terms or just incomplete sentences in your communication. Even your body language and your posture can really impact the way people are perceiving you. If your arms are closed and crossed in front of you, that can make people perceive you differently than if you were standing with your chin up and your head held high. All of these, when paired with our own biases, creates the picture and impression we have of a person. And as Scott Anders mentions, it can take months to overcome the impressions that people have created and acquired from their interactions with you. While we would like to say that we shouldn't, we definitely do have first impressions, and they definitely impact a person's ability to influence you.
Deborah Sweeney, CEO of My Corporation, states, I think overall attractiveness does play a role in life and in business, but it is more about the package. Dressing appropriately, having a great attitude, and having a strong work ethic all relate to a woman's appearance and perception in the workplace, Robin Medell stated in 2014. So, what is the importance of appearance in an interview? Well, the applicant's appearance is the most important part of the first impression, and this happens in the first few minutes of a job interview, as soon as you step foot in that door. Providing a positive first impression can lead you to be considered for a position in a higher percentage of time. Providing a negative first impression can cause you to be rejected for the position, because most employers want people who have a broad base in their abilities to learn.
Group A, in their presentation, said, embrace the diversity not only of thought, but appearance as well. Embracing diversity is really important, but even those who are diversity conscious and supportive still have to overcome first impressions. How often do we see pictures in the media that paint poor pictures of famous people, which then impact how we perceive those same people later? In Group A's presentation, they had a nice slide representing some of our well-known famous leaders and how they're diverse. And while leaders are diverse, they're likely still maintaining a level of professionalism and implied capability. All of the images that were shown show leaders who appear well-groomed and professional in appearance. It's still important. This is a summarized main point from Group A's presentation. A person's looks have nothing to do with their skills and leadership ability. Technically, we would agree with this statement. However, there are some important factors to consider.
People often rely on their emotions or subjective impressions, either intentionally or unintentionally, to shape a wide variety of judgments, including a social, political, and personal decision, as stated by Sakamoto et al. In 2018. Some important skills to have as a leader? Well, self-awareness and empathy. These are closely linked together because they are both part of being happy. Persuasion is the next one. This is the ability to convince others to change their actions, decisions, opinions, or even thinking. Being able to master this competency is a great way to become a leader. And then effective communication. Well, good leaders adapt his communication style depending on their audience as well. All these things hinge on those you are leading, allowing them to work and being open to receive. If they have impressions, even if inaccurate, those impressions impact the effectiveness of your message. So our conclusion is a person's appearance does impact their leadership effectiveness. This is a list of references we used during our rebuttal debate.